Hi everyone, happy Saturday. I'm coming to you live to do the August energy reading. So if you're catching me for the very first time ever on my channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Stef. I'm a psychic business empowerment coach. I basically help people to manifest their dream lives and businesses. And I do this through teaching my clients how to have such a high level of awareness around what is influencing their energy and is keeping them from being a match for their desires. And this has a lot to do with any limiting beliefs that they may have, fears, repressed emotional energy that is creating disruption in their energy and is not allowing for them to be who they truly are and to create the life that they desire and to attract opportunities that are a match for what they desire. So that's how I help people. And every month, whoa, that was crazy. Every month, I come on to my channel to give you guidance on what to expect from the energy of the month. Okay, I do this on a weekly basis on my Facebook business page. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, you're more than welcome to check out the description below this video where I have the link to my Facebook business page. And every Monday I show up there to let you know what to expect from the energy of the week for the next 7 days. But here on my YouTube channel, I give you the energy reading for the month, okay? So these are just general themes that are going to present themselves in the month to for you to be aware of and to make the most of by having that in your awareness, okay? Does that make sense? Hey Kim, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Just started watching the Lions game, so you came on live. Yay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, I just got done doing an energy reading on the Lionsgate energy. So if you have not watched that yet, that's on my channel as well, and you're more than welcome to check that out and let me know your thoughts on all the videos. It's always helpful to have comments and reactions and things to these videos because it helps the videos be seen by other people who might need this information as well. So when I tuned in for the energy of this month, I asked what recurring themes are going to show up again and again this month. And I got number 1, change and transition. This is what's going to be present. Number 2 is pointed focus. And number 3 is balance. These are the 3 things that are going to come up again and again as this month unfolds, okay? So it's really interesting because even though I'm psychic and even though I have had to develop trust in my abilities, I always still love having confirmation from the universe. So I pulled some cards too because I was like, is there anything else I need to know about this? And the cards that I got are a match for these themes. So it just really goes to show you that these are definitely going to be the themes that show up for you again and again for everyone this month, okay? So let me read to you what I channel wrote, and then I'll give further guidance and clarity on that stuff, okay? What they said is this is a month where many changes will occur in more than one area of your lives, okay? These are sometimes drastic and powerful changes that have been a long time coming. It's all part of the process of the internal shifts that, oh man, I forgot my microphone is like somewhere else. Hopefully you can hear me now. I speak pretty loudly, so. But they said it's all part of the process of the internal shifts that you've been making and will continue to make as the month unfolds. It's a process of you stepping into the next level of who you are and the kind of life you have desired. As these changes unfold, you will need to maintain your focus on what's truly important or a priority so you don't get distracted. Depending on the magnitude of the changes in your life, it may feel as if the tile floors are being ripped out from under you. This is because you are deconstructing many old ways of doing things, identities, relationships, patterns, etc., that you have been accustomed to. And so this is why during these moments of feeling like everything is kind of up in the air and out of your control or so many shifts are happening, that you maintain your eyes or your sights focused on the outcomes that you desire and on knowing that the process is unfolding perfectly. And what else? And on the tasks that are truly important to you or that need to get done. As you integrate and implement some of these changes, you might feel energized in implementing these changes, and you might also even feel overwhelmed at times. We ask you to seek balance, to understand that everything that's really important or that needs to get done will get done if it's meant to. And to not neglect yourselves in the process. To take moments of rest when needed, to take moments to self-reflect when necessary, to be easy on yourselves, and to not push or force the changes or to not do too much, and just keep focusing on what's important. Okay, so what they mean by this is that, I feel like I'm speaking to a few different people here. So for some people, like they said, you might feel so many changes happening in your life, so many things like shifting, like maybe, I don't know, your schedule or the kind of work that you're doing or your relationships or whatever it may be. And it's kind of like throwing a wrench in your life where you're like, oh my God, there's just so much going on. Like, how am I going to do it all? How am I going to handle all of this? And so when these kinds of changes are happening for you in your life, if they happen for you, because everyone's experience is different, if these are happening for you, it's like don't get overwhelmed too much. Take a moment to breathe, take a moment to relax, to calm down, and to really understand this is part of your process. You're kind of like demolishing things or changing up the way things have been in order to rebuild something new, in order to create more of the life that you want, to be more of who you truly desire to be, to create the foundation for what you have been calling in. And this is part of that process. And that even though all of these shifts and transitions are happening in your life in this moment, and you might be feeling a bit of overwhelmed, to calm yourself down and understand like this is unfolding the way it needs to, and what actually really needs to get done in the end will get done, and I will figure out how to balance all of this. I will figure out how to keep up with all of this. It's unfolding perfectly, and I'm just going to focus on what I need to do today, and that's it, and not freak out about all the other moving parts that I think I need to do right now or take care of right now. I'm going to focus on what is really truly important in this moment and take it one thing at a time and just focus on those things instead of trying to focus on all these things and then feeling overwhelmed by all of these things. Does that make sense? Then for those of you that are stepping into change in a different level, you may feel like, oh, I want to do this and that, and I'm feeling energized and I want to, make changes here and do this there and so on and so forth. So the change for you might be an actual change that you're looking to create, that you're energized to create, that you're inspired to create. And because you want to do so much, you might feel overwhelmed at the thought of like, oh, I got to do all these things and I'm excited to do all these things, but it's all these things that I have to do. And so that's where they want you to not get overwhelmed as well, and to relax and not think like you have to do it all at once, that if you don't get it done right now, something is not going to work out or be the way that you want. To actually breathe and understand like, okay, what do I actually need to move forward with today? Because these are all the things I want to do and they're going to get done eventually, but what's actually important right now to help me move forward, to help me continue to create the life that I want to create, or the impact that I want to create, or get the results that I want, and so on and so forth. And to just focus on that handful of things at a time so that you're able to maintain that balance. Because what happens is that as all of these shifts and transitions or changes are happening in our lives, we might be so focused on doing, or putting out fires or whatever it is, restructuring, that we might put so much of our energy into that, and then we kind of forget about ourselves, and we maybe neglect ourselves. We don't sleep as well. We don't eat, when our bodies are calling us to eat or asking us to eat. We don't do things that are for our good, like going out and taking a walk in nature instead of being all day trapped in an office or in our homes or whatever if you work from home. And so this is where you need to seek that balance and make sure that you're not overextending yourself and doing too much, and taking care of yourself in that process. And that all of this change that is happening, it's all part of you being able to step into the life that you've been wanting to have, to be who you've been wanting to be for very long. And so the cards that I pulled to ask if I needed to say anything else on this message is I got this change and transition card, and this is Archangel Azrael. And I read the booklet, and something that really stood out to me from the booklet is, change can be a challenging process, especially if you fight it. So what happens is a lot of times we have been asking for major shifts in our lives, we have been asking for that dream life, that dream business, that dream relationship, that dream whatever it is that you've been asking for. And then the universe is like, okay, you've been asking long enough. Here you go. I'm going to throw this at you to help you create that. And sometimes the ways in which the universe brings us these things kind of throws for a loop. Like we're like, oh no, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. Oh my God, this is like chaos. This is not what I wanted it to be. My life feels like it's falling apart and I'm losing it and the future seems uncertain and I don't know what's going to happen next and so on and so forth. And what you need to understand is that, especially when you're feeling like major shifts are happening in your life that are out of your control and sometimes they're scaring the crap out of you, that's a clear indication that you're being prepared for the next stage of your life, for the next step, for the things that you've been asking for so long. But if it feels scary and stressful and all this other stuff, it's because you're resisting the change. It's because you're viewing it negatively. It's because you're afraid of what's coming next instead of just trusting the process and knowing like this is exactly what it needs to be and this is supporting me and this is helping me so much and things are lining up and I'm going to be so grateful for this in retrospect and so on and so forth. So don't resist the change. The change is there for a reason. And a lot of times, I personally try to step into change instead of allowing for the change to find me. Because what I've learned in my journey is it's not a good feeling sometimes when change finds you and all of a sudden your world is turned upside down and you're like, oh my God, it's better to move forward in towards the change. But what happens is that sometimes people resist moving forward towards the change because they don't know what's going to happen next. But the point is that if you've been asking for change, at some point change is going to show up anyway, and you're still not going to know what's going to happen next. But you have to trust that this is happening for your highest good, and it's leading you to where you want to lead, to where you want to go to, and that it's okay, and to just learn to chill and take it one step at a time and breathe, and it's all good. Okay. But if you can always step towards the change, this is my advice, always step towards it. Don't wait for it to catch up to you, okay? Step towards it. It's the best way, in my opinion, to the most graceful way to deal with the things, because you're actually willingly moving towards it instead of it surprising you. But even if it surprised you, it's okay. Just know like, hey, that's where you're at right now. And this is all part of the divine plan. And it's preparing you for the amazing things that you've been asking for. And it's okay. Just breathe. Take it one step at a time. Okay. So that's one thing that stuck out for me. And then the next thing that I got from the other card that I got was Diana. And this is focused intention. It says, think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. And what really stuck out to me about the card, the booklet interpretation of this card, is that it says here, she encourages, so she says here, Diana helps people tune into their intuitive side so that we can listen to the wisdom that will guide us towards our goal. And in particular, she encourages women to move into their true power and promotes equality for all souls. This is what stuck out to me because this is really a call to action for women, especially, but for everyone in general, to really step into your power on a greater level, to really understand. If you watched my Lionsgate energy reading, it was all about like stepping through the portal and becoming a new version of you and focusing on that again and again and again. And this is part of the energy of this month is for those of you who have been feeling powerless to change your lives or to create what you wanted, like you really focusing your attention, your energy on knowing like, I'm going to create that. I am a powerful being. I'm not just, speaking that and it's just empty words. Like I really know this. And even though don't know exactly how it's going to come together, I'm going to step into my power on a greater level and I'm going to do my part to create that. And I'm going to keep believing that this is who I am. I'm going to keep allowing my actions to show that this is really who I believe myself to be. And I'm going to show up more powerfully than I've ever been and to let go of all the stories of why I don't think I should show up powerfully or why I don't think I'm ready or whatever it is, and be this powerful person that I know myself to be, or be that powerful leader, that powerful entrepreneur that I know myself to be. And to really allow yourself to move forward in this direction. Because if you've been feeling like changes have been needed in your life for so long, that's you tuning into your soul's truth, your intuition, pulling you in this direction. And so allow yourself to keep going in that direction and keep doing your best to step into your power. But one other line that really resonated with me for this reading in particular for this card is that it says, move forward with unwavering faith, knowing that the universe is supporting you, okay? It also talks about manifesting and stuff. But this is really about you understanding, like, especially with the Lionsgate portal, it's a powerful time to manifest. It's a powerful time to really make significant progress in creating your dream life and creating your dream business and being the empowered version of yourself that you desire to be. But in order for you to do that, you have to focus on that again and again. You cannot allow whatever changes are showing up in your life or circumstances are showing up in your life to continue to distract you with fear and with worry and doubt. You have to keep focusing on the fact, like, no, this is who I am. This is what I'm creating. This is what's going to be. I know I'm being supported. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I don't need to know how. It's not my job. That's not my part in the manifesting process. My part in the manifesting process is to know what I want, to keep actively focusing on that, building the energy around that, being that, vibrating that, believing it, knowing it to be true, knowing it's coming, and allowing the universe to deliver it. And so this is what I really want you to do this month, even as changes are unfolding and so on and so forth, is really focus on what you want. Focus on what's really important to get done during the day, and focus on what you desire to create in life and who you want to be, and to keep actively embodying that, believing that, thinking that again and again and again until that's who you become. And because you become that, you get to manifest that and experience it. Okay, so this is what the energy reading for this month is. You know, the recurring themes are change and transition, pointed focus, and balance. Because with all of these changes and transitions and maybe spurts of energy that are inspiring us to be these new empowered versions of ourselves, and we want to do all these things and get these things done, we also have to maintain that balance and not overextend ourselves and maybe burn ourselves out or whatever, finding that balance, okay? So I really hope that this has helped you. I wish you all the very best in August as the energy unfolds. This is truly a very transformational month. It's one of the most powerful months, and there's so much energy and you know, spiritual beings and so on supporting you and being able to shift into the version of yourself that you desire to be and to create the life that you want. So don't lose faith. If things in your outside world don't manifest right away, that doesn't mean that they're not manifesting. Your job is to keep focusing your attention on what you want, expecting the best possible outcome, knowing that all of your efforts or your the things that you're doing are working out and are going to get you the results, and you keep focusing on that. You keep believing that, and it will be done. So let me see what comments you had to say. I can hear you great. Oh, awesome. Hey, I'm going to just call you Crypto because I don't know. It's easier that way. I'm feeling the overwhelm, realizing that it's all the shifting and changes. Yes, major shifts happening on Earth now. The Illuminati are being exposed and neutralized. I love walking on the beach with my shoes off to the ground. Been asking for years. Yes. When things go wrong, I just laugh, learn, and move onward. Yes. Fear is so real. I'm having anxiety again after having it under control for years. Yes. This is part of, there was something else I wanted to share with you on that from the change and transition card. This is also what really stuck out to me was they said, was it in this one or the other one? Let me see here. No, maybe it was in the other one. Hold on, Diana. Oh yes, this one. It says, any fear is only a reminder that whatever you're working on or going through is an important issue for your growth. Okay, so anything that's coming up for you that maybe has been dormant for a really long time, or that you thought like, oh, I was done with this or whatever it is, or any fears that like are really coming up full force for you right now, this is especially the thing that you need to be able to overcome during this month and to do your best to surpass, I guess, or to release, in order for you to step into that version of you that you want to be, to have that life that you want to have, or that business you want to have. So if these things are coming up for you, like in Kim's case, anxiety, that's great. It's a message. It's like, okay, well, what is this anxiety trying to tell me? What's triggering that anxiety? What is that about? What beliefs is it connected to, or fears, and really getting to the bottom of that so you can understand that's the very thing that you need to let go of. And when you let go of that, the anxiety will shift, the anxiety will go away. Because when you bring up whatever's triggering the anxiety and you disprove it or you release it in whatever way and you connect back to your truth, then the anxiety dissipates and you're able to be more deeply connected to who you truly are. And by being more deeply connected to who you truly are, you're able to move throughout life with so much more peace and grace as you go about with the shifts and the transitions. So it's actually a really good thing. Take a deep breath. You're more powerful than you think. No fear. The universe is inside you. Awesome. Dream big. Don't let others dissuade you. Yes, faith is extremely important in manifesting. Oh, so sweet. I love support. Yes, all fractals of the creator. Awesome. Yes. So fears are just the stepping stones that you need to step over in order to be more of who you want and to have more of what you truly want. That's all it is. They're just showing you what exactly it is on. It's like leading you on the way to your desires. That's all it is. Stepping stones. This is one fear, this is another fear, this is another fear. And as you step over these things one by one, you get to your desire. So it's actually a good thing, because if you didn't have it in your awareness, if you didn't have those fears in your awareness at all, then you wouldn't know exactly what it is you need to release in order to align yourself more powerfully with your desires. So fears are actually a really good thing to be aware of, so you can do something about them, right? Because if you don't know what they are, then you can't do anything about them and you can't move forward. So this is so helpful, Steph. Thank you so much for your advice. You're so welcome. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Have an amazing weekend. I wish you all the best. Again, if you feel like anyone you know might benefit greatly from this video, from this reading, please share this video with them. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, a like wherever you're watching from, because it always helps, especially on YouTube, for this video to be seen by people who might be able to benefit from it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already to see more of these videos. I will come on next Friday for a teaching. Again, if you want to join me on my Facebook group, I recently changed the name of my Facebook group to Manifesting Your Impact. The links to my Instagram account, my Facebook group, my Facebook business page are in the description of this video. So check that out and follow me in all the places that you feel aligned to follow me. In my group, Manifesting Your Impact, I'm doing free weekly teachings on Tuesday to help people really be able to more powerfully step into their purpose and create the impact that they were born to make and they feel called to make. So if that resonates with you, if you want to receive free support and resources and be part of a loving, supportive community, definitely join us there. The link is in the description below. Have an amazing day, everyone. Take care. Bye.